Good afternoon. It is July 2nd, 2021, and we are looking at another uptrend day. Yeah, we're going into record highs, so I think there was a lot of points like right here where people were just weary of going long, and that's why it took so long to push through. But I'm gonna be quick. Nothing really crazy about today, so except for this, a lot of time spent away from the EMA. Just wanted to point that out. Also, these are the overnight highs, these are the overnight lows, and you can see that's probably actually a little bit larger. We made almost a perfect measured move right there before we saw a two-legged correction. So I just wanted to point that out. Oh, whoops. So we come right here. What time is this? So I'm on the East Coast, so I'm coming in at 8 a.m. And shortly after 8 a.m. we get a second entry long. So we make this high, first entry, it breaks lower and then goes higher. I mean, you can go long above this, but obviously I think that's like a 20 tick. Yeah, 20 tick bar, that's a lot of risk. So you probably want to try and get in here. And you, even after this, you could have entered there, even after this bar, because look, it comes all the way down. And that's a good move right there. And we get a first, second entry, another failure to go long above here. I just marked this as aggressive because it's far from the EMA and it doesn't quite, this bar doesn't quite touch the EMA. But it is another second entry, so I do like that. Even if when you went long above this bar, you would have gotten a scalp out of it, but it's just very congestive. It becomes very congestive here, and so I don't like that. But again, we get another first, second entry. Again, that was after the two-legged correction, after the measured move. And you do get a higher low after that. It's kind of hard to tell if you want. So another reason I like this entry is because at first it looks like this was the bottom of the range, and so that just looks like a failed breakout. But then I drew it down here afterward. So that was another reason I like that. This is a higher low. If you didn't take this, let's see, did this 21, 25. Yeah, so you wouldn't have even hit your target here just yet. So this is a trap. This is a trap, but you do hit your target right here. And you get some correction, and then we get another move up. I don't think you can enter this right here. I don't think you can enter this higher low right here because it's just the first entry. And it's going into what I had marked as the highs of that range. We break out into what turns out to be a completely different range here. Oh, okay, I did want to talk about this failed second entry short. So I got it. I jumped in this. I took this trade, but the reason I don't like it and the reason I backed out of it at break even was because you're going into the highs and you don't really. What is that? 24.75. You enter. And the highest close was only 2 ticks higher than that. And the highest point prices reached was only 4 ticks higher than that. So you're going into the highs here. Yes, it is off that trend line, but you also got 3 bars stacked up right there. So I think I'm glad I got out of that at break even because it would have trapped me out. But you do get this is really just the first entry, but it looks like it's at the bottom of congestion. So we get a double top, which resets the count here. But that looks like it's at the bottom of the range, and this stem makes it look like a failed breakout to me. I like that it's at this same. Let me make this bigger. I got this all small. Sorry about that. The fact that it hit this price level, that's like a double test I'm looking at this as like a double test then. If you want to go long there, I mean, it just felt like we had to be aggressive today because we had a lot of congestion. But I'm not taking that. But anyway, we start moving up. This is, like I said, very congestive because we're at all-time highs. I think people are just wary of going long into the all-time highs, but you do get some movement in here. First entry, second entry, third entry off the trend channel. It is a third entry, so it is aggressive, and it's also a bit far from the EMA, but it's off the trend channel. It's an engulfing bar, so that's why I like that. Looks like we probably trapped some shorts here because you get a nice leg up. A bit of a correction, doesn't quite make it back to the EMA, and then we just get this very strong leg up, but unfortunately there's no way to enter that. You could enter here on this engulfing bar that clearly traps shorts trying to pick a top. So I'll go ahead and mark that, but me personally, we get a break of that channel, and after that steep leg up, we get a first entry, second entry long off the EMA, off the midline of the daily channel, and with those factors, especially after this steep leg up, I like that. I'm gonna expect it to retest these highs, and it does. And here, this is the last trade I marked for today. You get a failed second entry short off the trend line. And yeah, it's close to the highs, but the reason I'm taking this every single time is because it is 3 ticks. So that is extremely low risk, and that's why I like that. And yes, you would have gotten a scalp out of that. And now we're making new highs. So that's what I saw for today. Nothing too crazy. And I'll be back next week.